Hi there and welcome to the Gear for Music studio. My name is Rick and today we're going to do a buyer's guide of electric guitars. Now we've chosen 5 legendary brands that have really cemented themselves in the industry, and you may see your favorite guitarist playing these on stage. Well, on this side we're going to go through the premium ranges of these guitars, and then on this side we've got your more budget-friendly range which is similar to those guitars, and we're going to check out the differences between the two. We're also going to have a bit of a sound check as well, have a listen to how they sound, and maybe find your perfect guitar. Let's jump in. So every time you buy a guitar, it really is a big decision because you're wanting to buy something that really represents who you are as a guitarist. So if you want to have a little bit more of an idea of what you're looking for, maybe look at your favorite guitarist and see what they're playing. Have a look at the genre as a whole and see what guitars they're using as well. Say for instance, this Les Paul Jr. here is really a staple in the punk rock community. And actually, that's a great place to start. Let's check out this Les Paul Jr. So Gibson guitars are synonymous with rock and roll, and you'll see them being played by artists such as Jimmy Page, you've got Slash, Angus Young, and the Les Paul Jr., which is donned by Billie Joe Armstrong of Green Day. Now, me personally, I started playing guitar by seeing Marty McFly play at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance on a Gibson guitar. And then later on in my career, I started getting into punk rock, which is where this guitar really made such a statement for me. And this is my favorite guitar in the Gibson catalog. Now, Gibson do have a lot of different shapes and sizes, and they cater to so many different styles of guitar playing. But Epiphone also offer all of that range as well, but at a more budget-friendly price. So let's hear how that sounds, and then we'll compare the two. So that was the Epiphone Les Paul Jr. Now, as you can see, both of these guitars are very similar looking, but there are some subtle differences. So this one has the Gibson headstock, obviously, and this one has your Epiphone headstock. Both of them have got your vintage style tuners. These ones are Gibson made, these ones are Epiphone made. And again, they both have got this P90 pickup here as well. So they do have very similar sounds. You're going to get that grunt and that punk rock tone. So straight out of the factory, they have got a fantastic feel, but they also have your higher grade timbers. That being said, the Epiphone model also gives you that shape, that size, and that sound, all at a budget-friendly price. It all just depends on where you are in your guitar playing journey. Obviously, if you're wanting a Gibson and you're at that point, this is where you want to go. But if you're looking for a guitar that gives you the essence of a Gibson, then your Epiphone will get you there at a cheaper price point. So personally, when I first picked up this Epiphone, I was really amazed. It feels great, it sounds great. And when I was first learning guitar, if this was my main thing, I would have been absolutely in heaven with it. Now, the Gibson does slightly pivot at the post. It does have that slightly better feel. It has that build quality, as I was saying, straight out of the factory. But I also just personally prefer this Sunburst. It really just makes it such a standout looking guitar. So let's see what's next. So up next, we have what is arguably one of the most recognizable names in electric guitars, and that is Fender. And today I'm joined by this beautiful American Telecaster in butterscotch blonde. Now, Fender have got multiple different shapes and sizes and sounds in their catalogue. And they've also got a lot of players over the years. So you've got Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and even the boss himself, Bruce Springsteen, played a Telecaster very similar to this. So what do you get when you buy into the Fender name? Well, realistically, you are getting years and years of experience. Ever since the solid body guitar was released with the Broadcaster, Fender have been there every step of the way. And now we've got the Telecaster, which is the guitar we all know and love. So the question we've got here today is, will the little brother of the Fender Telecaster stack up against this beautiful Tele? Let's check it out. So there you have it. There is the Squier Telecaster. Now, when you put both of these guitars side by side, looks-wise they are very similar, and even sound-wise they can even be quite comparable. That being said, when you're buying into the world of Fender, you're getting the heritage and prestige and build quality that they have been known for many years. But if you're wanting the essence and the feel and the sound of that at a lower price bracket, then Squier is your go-to. Personally, I'm really amazed by the build quality and playability of this guitar. I think just with a few tweaks, maybe a pickup replacement, something along the lines of that, you'll have a go-to guitar for many years to come. So up next, we've got Ibanez guitars. Now, Ibanez have really gained attention in the hard rock and metal communities, and that is due to their thin necks, their really fast fretboards, and normally they have got high gain pickups as well. Now, this has gained the attention of guitarists such as Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Paul Gilbert, and my favorite Ibanez endorsee, Yvette Young, who are really pushing the boundaries of guitar playing. Now, even though they do have guitars in the hard rock and metal genre, they also cater for all styles of music, and that is seen in their different configurations of pickups and look, and realistically everything that they do. Now, this guitar is no exception to that. You've got a humbucker pickup here, which is going to give you your high gain tones if you need it, and then you've also got your single coils here, which are going to give you your spank cleans for funk, blues, rock, or just really beautiful clean tones. Now, this one here is made in Japan. It is the prestige model of Ibanez, but we also do have your budget-friendly models here as well. So let's check out how that one sounds. So there you have it. There is the Ibanez AZ, and this is the Indonesian-made model. And as you can see between the two, they are very similar looking, and there are some slight differences between the two. Say, for instance, the Prestige model does have roasted maple fingerboard, which feels absolutely amazing, with this is just your standard fingerboard, which again feels really good. It's just this one's a little bit more premium. Another thing that I would point out are the Seymour Duncan pickups that come with this guitar. They're a little bit more sculpted, where these ones here are just your standard Ibanez ones. This guitar does come with other configurations, so you can get it with the humbucker. This is just the single coil version here as well. Now, I was really amazed by the sound of this guitar at its price bracket. It sounds fantastic, and you really are getting the essence of your higher end Ibanez's, but at a lower price point. So that's your Ibanez. Now let's check out the Gretsch. Next Next up, we have got Gretsch guitars. Now, Gretsch have been around for a very long time, making musical instruments since 1883, and they do have a bit more of a vintage flair to them. So you'll see guitarists such as Brian Setzer from the Stray Cats play one. You've got George Harrison from the Beatles. Malcolm Young from AC/DC used to play one, and my favourite guitarist would be Chris Shaney from an Australian band called The Living End, and he plays a White Falcon, which is a hollow body guitar. Now, Gretsch are kind of more known for their hollow body guitars. That being said, today we have got two of their solid body ranges. Now, this one here in particular is made in Japan. It does have a lot of chambering, so it's actually quite chimey like a hollow body guitar, and it also is very light, so it's not going to be something that breaks your back, which is also a really great function that you might not know about Gretsch guitars. Now, you can also get the flair and sound of this beautiful Gretsch in a budget-friendly model as well, which is where we look into the Gretsch Electromatic series. So let's check that out. So there is the Gretsch Electromatic guitar. Now, as you can see between these two, they are very similar when it comes to the looks department. And like the previous guitars that we've looked at, there are some slight differences which makes the premium model a little bit more stand out. Say, for instance, on this guitar, you've got your locking machine heads. On some of the other guitars, you may see TV Jones pickups, maybe even a Bigsby style vibrato. And on this guitar, as you can see, it does have a beautiful flame maple top. Now, back to the Electromatic series, it is very, very similar, and price point between these two may be a little bit more close than the other ones that we've looked at, and that is because, as you can see, it does have your block inlays, you've got binding around the guitar, and really it just is a beautiful looking piece. So up next, we have Paul Reed Smith or PRS guitars. Now, this is the youngest brand that we're looking at today, but they really skyrocketed into fame with their use of high quality components and just beautiful tone woods. Now, this guitar brand has been used by many, many different guitarists in many different styles. So say, for instance, you've got John Mayer, you've got Joe Walsh from the Eagles, you've got Chad Kroeger from Nickelback, Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth, and also Mark Tremonti, and he's from Alter Bridge or Creed fame. Now, they have really been known for their high-end premium range of guitars, but they also have offered the Paul Reed Smith SE range, which gives you the essence of this brand, but at a cheaper price point. So let's check them out. So that was the PRS SE McCarty. Now, as of the other guitars that we've looked at today, they are very similar looking as well. However, I feel there is a little bit more difference between your premium model and your SE model just in the way of cosmetics. And that would be due to the fact of the timber that they use on the top. But this guitar also has a little bit more of a contour around the body. That being said, the SE model does have a beautiful top on it as well. And both of the guitars do have your bird inlays, giving you that PRS feel and look. So when I was first playing guitar, I started with a budget-friendly model as well. And the further time went along, I decided that there were some little tweaks that would really cater to my playing styles. So, for instance, I changed the pickups, I changed the machine heads, maybe the saddles, and that is something that you can really do to bring up the quality of your lower-end guitars. And if you want to see a video about that type of stuff, let us know in the comments below, and it could be something that's coming in the near future. Now, If you've liked this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure to put it in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. As for me, my name is Rick. I'll see you next time.